Hello. This is a training video for the Zeta portal. Today we're going to talk about logging in, the types of products that you'll find on the portal, and the checkout process. So by now you should have received your login credentials. If not, you can reach out to the help desk at helpdesk@finelineprintinggroup.com. I'll show you that contact information here shortly too, so you can jot that down. So with that, we're going to log in here as an admin. I already have my credentials filled out. And here is that contact information that I was just speaking of. If you ever have any questions regarding the portal or products, ordering process, feel free to reach out using our email or phone. We usually reply within 2 hours. After hours, we try our best, but if not, the next morning. So with that, this is the home page. We're in as an admin, so we're going to see a lot of products. I just want to let you know that based on the group that you are in, your visibility may be different. So just note that some of the things that you see here, you may not particularly see when you're logged in. But I'll try my best not to stray too far from the standard. So clicking the catalog button up here on the left, upper left, is going to bring us into the catalog. And for this demonstration, we're going to navigate in the fraternity folder, just for simplicity's sake. So I'm just going to jump in there. Okay, once the page is loaded, I'm going to talk about 3 types of products you'll see in the portal. You've got a static product, which is actually print on demand, which there are no changes to the product, but it's produced at the time you order it. It's not customized. It just comes into our system through an automated fashion. We produce it and we ship it. The second product is similar to a static item, but instead we've pre-printed it and we actually house it in our warehouse, and we have an inventory available for you to order. This leads to quicker ship times on those particular products. The third type of product is the versioned item, which is a customizable item, such as a business card, letterhead, or envelope. You can personalize your name, email, phone numbers, and other types of information on those items. So I'm going to show you what each one looks like so you're familiar. So a static item, you can hover over the Add to Cart button on a static item, and it gives you a little bit of information here. You have the quantity drop down to the right here. You can choose your quantity you want to order, and then below it you have a small pricing table, just to kind of give you a snapshot of that product. You can actually add the item to the cart here, or you can click the title of the item to be brought to the product overview page. So here you see a long description of the product, and you see the pricing table again down here in the order information. But one thing I want to touch on while I'm here is the lead time. Now this is going to be present on all items, but I just want to let you know this is the time that it takes to leave our facility. So 5 days of production until it ships. So just keep that in mind. Shipping is not included here, so just be mindful of that when you place your order. So with that, I'm just going to add 500 to my cart. It's going to add them, take me to my cart, but I'm not done. I still want to add some more items. So I'm going to go back up here to the catalog dropdown, but instead of clicking catalog, I can actually click into the fraternity folder. Now, again, you may only see 1 or 2 of those folders based on permissions, but you can actually click into those as well. So this time I'm going to talk about an inventory item. This is one that we would house in our warehouse and we could ship out. So this letterhead I know is an inventory item. If I hover over the Add to Cart button, it's similar in the static item I showed you previously, but you see one additional piece of information is this quantity available. So it just kind of tells me, okay, there's 15,000 in stock, so I'm good. There's to order 500 or 1,000. There should be no back order or delay on this item. I'm going to click into the product again, just to kind of show you what that page looks like. Very similar to the previous, actually almost identical. The only bit of information that's different is that the quantity available is actually present in the order information section of this page. So I'm actually going to order 1,000 of these. So I'll add those to my cart, and it takes me to my cart. So those items are pretty easy. This next item, the version item, is a little more in-depth, so I'll probably spend more time on it, and it'll probably be the item that you may or may not have, you may have more questions about. So with that, we'll jump back in here to the let's just do a business card. So you see on the business card, my button here has changed from add to cart to actually customize. The reason being is that we actually have to customize this item before we can add to cart. So on this product overview page, it's quite different than the previous two we looked at. Instead of a side-by-side look, we get the product information is at the top, and then you have this new section called version this product below it. So in this section, on the left side, you'll see a form, and on the right side, you'll see what we call proof. So every version item requires to be proofed before it's added to your shopping cart. So once we fill out the information and it's correct, we can actually proof it on the right. So for this demonstration, we'll just fill out some information here. And you see the asterisks, those, just like any other website, are required fields. We're just going to use an autofill here and fill out the rest of the required fields here. Put in an email here. My full email. And that's my email if you ever need to get a hold of me as well. An option here is you can actually save your autofill content. And what this does is next time you want to order a particular business card for a certain individual, if you save it, like I'm doing here, it refreshes the page. But next time I come in, if I click the autofill options, it'll actually show my saved content here, and I can click it and I can load it. So that way I don't have to retype it in every time. It's a really handy feature. And if a phone number changes at that time, let's say instead of 64 it's 65, I can just update that right there. And then I can save that content as well. So right now I have all my content filled in on the left, but I still need to preview it. If I try to add to cart right now, you're going to get a little pop-up that says you must preview the item before adding to the cart. That's by design. I want to make sure everything's proofed. So I'm going to click the green refresh button here. That's what is going to generate our proof. I'm going to let it do its thing here. Okay. So here you see in the window below it, it's actually input the information I put on the left. So it's got my name, it's got my title, my address, the phone number I put in, my email. It's got the backside preview. Nothing is customized on the backside of the cards, but it's there for you to view. You can actually zoom in if you click the card, and then you can move it around, make sure everything's, looking good. If you do need to make any changes at this time, you can simply just change the information on the left. Let's say this changed to Carmel. We'll leave the zip code for now. And then you can just regenerate a new proof. So you see it updated here. Okay, looks good. All right. Below the version, this product section, you see the order information section, which all the items have this. Again, you see the lead time and the price table here. We're going to order 250 of these. And since I proofed it, it's going to allow me to add the item to the cart. So here we are at the cart. So now we're going to begin the checkout process. So everything looks good here. I have the opportunity to change the quantity of any of these items if I'd like. You simply just click the drop down, change it, and then it will put the update button. It'll update the pricing. Okay, looks good. And we'll start the checkout process. So the first page you're going to see is the shipping page. So here we're going to either use an existing address or use a new address. So you can actually input an address here on the right and choose to save it to your account. That way you can use this address every time you log in. For this, we'll create a new address here. We'll just ship this to Fine Line, have it populate here. Oh, it's got all my name. Awesome. All my data is present here. Just need to fill in the state. Okay, looks good. I can choose to save it. I'm not going to, but you can choose to save it as your default ship to address on your account if you'd like. Shipping method by default is ground. It's the only one available at this time, so that's easy enough. Everything looks good. Okay, so now we're here on the billing page. So the billing page, I have the option to enter a new one or use the current shipping address I used in the previous step. I'm just going to use that address. Okay, so that's going to refresh and input that information here as well. Continue. Okay. That brings me to my confirm order page. So this allows me to review the order one last time to make any changes. The shipping address, the ship method are the two main things to look at here. If you do need to make any changes, make them now. You can just simply click the change on either location and it will allow you to change that. But everything seems to look good. I think I'm set. I'm going to click complete order here, and it's going to complete my order. All right. Now at this time, my order is being sent to the approvers to review, and then once they approve it, then it comes into our facility into production. And that's pretty much the whole process from front to back.